Hello students, this will be the next class of your IM subject, Investment Management. I'm done with the 2 units and third unit I have explained you the theoretical part and the various formulas, dividend capitalization model formula. So there are three methods in the dividend capitalization model: zero growth rate, constant growth rate model and variable growth rate. In zero growth rate you have PO is equal to D by KE, that is present value of stock is equal to dividend by required rate of return or cost of capital. And constant growth rate model, PO is equal to D into 1 plus G by KE minus G. So that is again PO is present value, DO is dividend, 1 plus G is growth, K is cost of capital, G is again growth. Let's do a problem on zero growth rate model. Firms pay a dividend of 20% on equity shares of face value of 100 each. Find out the value of equity shares given that the dividend rate is expected to remain same and the required rate of return of the investor is 15%. This means, first of all, the formula for zero growth rate model is PO is equal to D by KE. D by KE, because there is no growth over here. When no growth has been given, you need to think it as a zero growth model. So PO is equal to D by KE. D is dividend is 20% of 100%. It will come to 20 rupees, and face value is 100. So that is the reason 20% of 100. Required rate of return 15%. That will come to 0.15. So you need to divide 20 divided by 0.50. It will come to 133.33 as such. Now let's move on to the next method. I hope it is clear. You can check out this problem. This is another question. Okay, company declared a dividend of ₹5. Find the value of its share if the expected rate of return of the investor is 20% and the dividend is expected to remain the same every year. So dividend is ₹5 and the expected rate of return, that is K, is 20%. So 20 divided by 100, 0.20. Dividend is 5. 5 by 0.20, it will come to some value as such. That is nothing but your present value. So this is how you're supposed to do as such. It's very simple one. The another method is constant growth rate model. This is also known as Jordan model. Beta Corporation previous dividend of ₹10 per share, earning and dividend are expected to grow at 10 per rate of 20. The required rate of return is 25%. Calculate the price per share. This is another question. Let's write down the information in this. These are the two formulas for constant growth rate model: D1 by KE minus G. Dividend D0 is dividend for the next period. Dividend for the current period, D1 is. K is the required rate of return or the cost of capital. G is the growth rate. DOE is again dividend for the next period. Similar. So let's take down that information. Dividend 10 per share has been given. So we have to take that 10% as such. So let's write down the information. D0 has been given as your 10. What did he said? You Beta Corporation previous dividend of ₹10 per share earnings. So D0 is nothing but the current dividend per share. Dividend is next period dividend per share. Next period it is D1. D0 is the current dividend per share. So it's a previous dividend, means also it is like expected. The future one will be D1. The current and the past will be D0. So D0 is 10. If you check out the question, growth rate is 20%. Your G is nothing but 20%. It will come to 0.20. And the required rate of return is 25%. So K is nothing but 25% and it will come to 0.25. So now let's substitute in this. 10 into 1 plus g is nothing but 0.20 divided by 0.25 minus 0.20. So it will come to 12 divided by 0.05, 240 rupees. So this will come to 240 rupees as such. Okay. So this is how you are supposed to do the constant growth rate model. Also, it's also a very easy topic as such, constant growth rate model. If you check out this another question, Jackson Corporation has a required rate of return of 16% and current dividend per share is 3. The current price of the Jackson is 55. What is the growth rate of its dividend, he is asking. So let's do this another problem. Here what is happening, some variation is there. He has given, what we have done in our previous problem is, he has given the information regarding the current dividend per share is 10 DO, earning and growth rate has been given as 20%. The required rate of return KE has been given as 25%. So we have find out the PO as such using that information. Now in this question, what he said you is, Jackson Corporation has a required rate of return of 16% and current dividend per share is 3. So required rate of return means, let's write down the information over here, the complete information. Another question. This was the first question of constant growth rate model. Let's do over here the second question of constant growth rate model. Let's write down the information that has been given. KE has been given as 16%. Required rate of return 0.16. Your current dividend per share is 3 rupees per share. So DO is 3 rupees. And if the current price of a Jackson is 55, so what he said is current price means PO, he has given you 55 and he is asking us to calculate growth. So let's do that. PO is equal to DO into 1 plus G by KE minus G. So DO is again 3 into 1 plus G divided by but here he has already given you 55. PO is 55 is equal to KE is 0.16 minus G. So let's write down fresh. So if you write down over here, 55 is equal to 3 into 1 plus G divided by 0.16 minus G. If you do here, cross multiply, 55 into 0.16 minus G is equal to 3 plus 3G. So 55 into, if you do 0.16, it will come to 8.8. So 8.8 we got minus 55G is equal to 3 plus 3G. So 8.8, if you shift it over here, it will come minus 3. 8.8 minus 3 is equal to 55G minus 3G plus 3G. So if it goes over here, it will be plus. So 8.5 is equal to 58G. So minus 3, it is 5.8 it will be. So 5.8. So 5.8 divided by 58 is equal to G. So your growth rate will be, if you calculate this, it will come to 10%. So this is how you are supposed to do. This is a very important growth problem. I'll ask you the similar kind of questions in the exam as such. I'll give you one more question to do for finding out the growth as such. You just do the practice on it. So now let's check out the another method, variable growth rate model, uh, which is the explanation part was here, but the formulas I'm going to do in the sheet. So this is the question. Let's check out the question. The most recent annual dividend paid by a company is rupees 3 per share, and the annual increase of 10% growth rate is expected over the next year. At the end of third year, the dividend growth rate would slow down to 5% forever. That is G2. Assuming 15% required rate of return, compute the current value of share of the company. So first of all, here he has given information regarding the dividend. So the dividend, the current dividend DO for the first year is been said 3 year. Okay, 3 rupees. An annual increase of 10%. So annually it increases 10% every year for the next 3 years. So 1, 2, 3 years it will increase 3 into 10%. 3 again you need to accumulate them. Like that you need to go on add them, and assuming 15% required rate of return, compute the current value of shares as such. So you need to take 15% share value, like that you need to compute the value of the share also. So let's start doing this problem. I'm going to do on a fresh page. So formula also I'm going to show you simultaneously. So let's write down the information, the entire information that has been given in the question. I'm going to read out the question. Just check it out. You first write down the question in the notes, then do the solution part. The most recent annual dividend paid by the company is 3. So DO has been given as 3 rupees per share. An annual increase of 10% per annum. Your growth rate is increasing 10% per annum. It's increasing. So at the end of third year, the dividend growth rate would slow down to 5%. So at the end of third year, it will slow down to 5%. So it will be negative as such. Assuming 15% required rate of return, compute the current value of the company. So your KE is being given as 15%. So what you have to do first of all is you need to calculate the present value of cash dividend over here. So present value of cash dividend, we are going to calculate first. First of all, you need to take years, dividend amount, present value at 15%. That is KE over here. You need to calculate total PV also. This is how you need to do in the variable growth rate. This is very important from the point of exams also. So here, sir, how much he has given you? 3 years. So 1, 2, 3. The current year D0 has this 3. So now every year it is 3% increase, 10% increasing. So 3 into 10%. So how much it will come? 0.3. So it will be 3 plus 0.3. It will be 3.3. Again on 3.3 you need to do 10%. It will come to, you need to add it back. 3.3 plus 0.22. So it will be 3.63. The same manner, 3.63 into 10%. It will come 3.993. This is how it's very important. Now present value we need to check out in the A3 table. 15%, 0.870, 0.756, 0.658. If you multiply this, this has been NPV how you do the problems. So you need to multiply them. Here it will be 3.3 into 0.870, it will be 2.871. Second, 3.63 into 0.756, it will be 2.744. 3.993 into 0.658, 2.627. If you add them all, it will come to 8.243. This is nothing but your present value what we got. Okay, so we got the present value of 8.243 as such. Okay, so this is the present value. Okay, if you have calculated this. Now what he is asking is the value of shares at the end of the third year. Now we are going to calculate the value of share at the end of third year. So P3 is equal to D3 into 1 plus G divided by KE minus G. This formulas we can use. This is where, see guys, now you may have doubt that why madam is not using this formula. Here D1, D2, D3 are nothing but this amounts, and 1 by Ke plus 1, Ke2 power 2 is nothing but this A3 table values. If you do this, you will get this value, and this is nothing but the last value what we are doing. This is the last step. You pay the principal amount as well as the interest amount, right? So this formula is of this. Okay, so you need to substitute over here. D3 is again we got 3.993. 1 plus G is nothing but 0.05. What he said, at the end of third year it is slowing down to 5%. So over here it will be, if you see this formula, in the numerator it is plus and the denominator is minus. So you need to take like that only. You have taken in the numerator plus, now in the denominator you need to take minus 3.993 it was. So D3 only you need to take. K is again 0.15 minus 0.05. So 3.993 into 1.05 will come to 4.19265 divided by 0.15 minus 0.05 will come to 0.1. If you divide this, it will come to 41.92. Now what we have to do is we need to calculate the present value of 41.92 into 0.658. that is the table value what we have got in the third year. It will come to 41.92 into 0.658, 27.58. So now what we have to calculate is the value of share at present is 8.2 for what we got over here in this table. 27.243 plus 4127.58 what we got over here. So plus 8.243 45.82. So it is nothing but 35.82. So this is important, guys. This type of problems will ask you in the exam and give you one question for homework. Also do it for your practice sake. Do it. That would be important. So with this, I'm done with the dividend capitalization model method. In my next class, I'm going to explain you regarding the earning price per method, price earning ratio and all. So I hope it is clear with all of you. So take it down. I'm going to do another question for homework as well. So do practice this. All the best. Okay. Take care. Bye all of you.